Okay, today we are going to try out a question. This question is from 2018 O-level past paper. So it is the part one and question number two. And this question is from business studies area. Okay, so let me read out the question first, the entire question. Question number two, what is a human need? Write two characteristics of human needs. Okay, then state whether the following statements are true or false. Employees who expect to satisfy different aims from a business belongs to external environment of that business. Natural resources that are used in the business which produce goods and services are known as capital. Then cooperative societies belong to not-for-profit businesses in the private sector. Businesses can be categorized as commodity manufacturing businesses and service providing businesses based on the nature of the products. Okay. Then third question, Ama and Rasanga are conducting a business as Amarasa Curd to produce and sell curd by purchasing fresh milk from Pasindu in Ambilipitiya. What is the human want satisfied by Amarasa Curd business in this case? State two advantages of the type of business organization of Amarasa Curd relative to the type of business organization of Pasindu type of business organization of Pasindu in this case. Due to increase of American dollar value against Sri Lanka rupee, the cost of importing curd oil has increased. Okay, then what is the business environment factor induced from the above statement? Then suggest a substitute to minimize the use of crude oil. Okay, then if you look at this question, it is basically coming from lesson number 1 and lesson number 2 of grade 10 syllabus. So you need to be thorough with the grade 1 and grade 10 syllabus. So let's look into what are these questions and what are the answers. Okay, what is a human need? Human need human needs are the requirements that must be fulfilled essentially for existence. Human needs requirements that must be fulfilled for the existence of the humans. Okay, and then write two characteristics of human needs. Those include being essential, being common, and cannot be created by businessmen, and being limited. So those are the answers, and you can write two using them. Okay, being essential, being common, cannot be created by businessmen, and that is limited. Okay, then if you get those two answers correct, you will get 2 marks. Okay, then state whether the following statements are true or false. State whether the following statements are true or false. Employees who expect to satisfy different aims from the business belong to the external environment of that business. Is this correct or wrong? Tell me. Employees like an external environment. Is it correct or wrong? This is wrong because employees are not from the external environment. Okay. Employees, managers, they are in the internal environment. Then natural resources that are used in the business which produce goods and services are known as capital. Is it correct? Natural resources that are used in the business which produce goods and services are known as capital. No, that is wrong. Capital is not that. Natural resources that are used in the business which produce goods and services make අයිති වෙන්නේ factors of production කියන part එකට තමයි අයිති වෙන්නේ. එතකොට what are they? They are usually included under land. Okay, so it's wrong. Then cooperative societies belong to not-for-profit businesses in the private sector. So cooperative societies are not-for-profit organizations. Okay, so that is correct. Answer is correct. Then businesses can be categorized as commodity manufacturing businesses and service providing businesses based on the nature of the products. එතකොට ඒකත් උත්තරේ හරි, that's correct. Okay, businesses can be categorized as commodity manufacturing businesses and service providing businesses based on the nature of the products. එතකොට මේ ටික හරියට ගත්තොත් එහෙම මේ questions හතරම හරියට mark කරගත්තොත් එහෙම අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා ලකුණු දෙකක්. ඒතර එකක් හරියට mark කළොත් point 5යි. Right? Then the third question. Okay. Amma and Rasanga are conducting a business as Amarasa curd to produce and sell curd by purchasing fresh milk from Pasindu in Ambilipitiya. What is the human want satisfied by the Amarasa curd business in this case? What is the human want satisfied by the Amarasa curd business in this case? එතකොට අපි මුලින් මෙතනදී ඉගෙන ගත්ත human need එකක් ගැන. හැබැයි මෙතෙන්දී අහන්නේ human wants ගැන. Right? එතකොට අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ human need එකක් කියන්නේ the requirements that must be fulfilled essentially for the existence. එතකොට want එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Different ways of fulfilling that human need. එතකොට මේකදී කතා වෙන්නේ දැන් මේක අපි අපෙන් අහුවොත් එහෙම මේකේ need එක මොකක්ද කියලා. Right? What is the human need satisfied by Amarasa curd කියලා අහුවොත් එහෙම අපි එකට කියන්න ඕනේ food. Okay? Because it is very limited, it is common, it is essential, and it cannot be created by businessmen. Right? හැබැයි මෙතෙන්දී අහන්නේ okay, the important thing is, okay, the important term in this is this. Let me see whether I can circle it. Okay, want. What is the human want? They're asking about want. Now here we discuss about the need. Okay. What is the human want satisfied by Amarasa curd business in this case? So that is, what is it? Can anyone give the answer? It's curd. Okay. It's curd. Cannot write using this. It's curd. Okay. Because they are simply producing curd. Now the second question. They are asking, state, now this is coming from the first, second, third lessons of the grade 10 syllabus. State two advantages of type of business organization of Amarasa curd relative to the type of business organizations of Pasindu in this case. State two advantages of type of business organization of Amarasa curd relative to the type of business organization of Pasindu in this case. එතකොට පොඩ්ඩක් අපි බලන්න ඕනේ මොකක්ද මේක අහන්නේ කියලා. Now here they are saying Amma and Rasanga are conducting a business as Amarasa curd. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ අම කියන එකයි රස කියන එකයි දෙක අරගෙන තමයි කියලා තියෙන්නේ, right? And the next part is saying that they are purchasing milk from the Pasindu in Ambilipitiya. Okay? Then obviously this Amarasa curd is a, what is it? It is a partnership. දෙන්නෙක් එකතු වෙලා කරන්නේ. So it is a partnership. Okay? Now the මෙතන කියනවානේ compared to Pasindu කියලා. එතකොට Pasindu is a sole proprietor. Pasinduගේ business එක sole proprietor එක. එතකොට අපි simply තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ මොකක්ද මේකෙන් අහන්නේ? අපිට partnership එකක තියෙන advantages මොනවද sole proprietor business එකකට වඩා? Okay, එතකොට ඒක තමයි මෙතන අහන්නේ state two advantages of type of business organization of Amarasa curd relative to the, okay, the important part is they are asking for the relative to the, okay, to the type of business organization of Pasindu in this case. එතකොට අපි එක තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ Amarasa curd කියන්නේ partnership එකක් කියලා තේරුම් ගන්නත් ඕනේ. Pasinduගේ business එක sole proprietor එකක් කියලා තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට මොනවද partnership එකක තියෙන benefits? So what are the benefits that a partnership has compared to a sole proprietor? They can raise more capital because there are more partners, so they can raise more capital. And they can employ different skills of partners. When you have few people with different set of skills, then you can the skills that you have in the business are very much high. Okay, and you can share the liability among partners. Now let's say they are going for a loan, so the two people can bear that loan. Okay, the 50000 තනියම ගන්න ගියා වගේ නෙමෙයි. දෙන්නෙක් එකතු වෙලා ගත්තොත් 25000 each, so that is better off. And then they can take collective decisions and they can share, if there is any losses, they can share among two partners. So those are the advantages of the Amarasa curd compared to the Pasindu sole proprietorship. Okay. Then the next one. Next one, due to the increase of American dollar value against the Sri Lanka rupee, the cost of importing crude oil has increased. Okay. Then Mitanahanava, what is the business environmental factor induced from the above statement? What is the business environmental factor induced from the above statement? ඊට පස්සේ අහනවා suggest a substitute to minimize the use of crude oil කියලා තහනවා. හරිද? දැන් මේක මොකද කියන්නේ due to the increase of American dollar value against the Sri Lanka rupee the cost of importing crude oil has increased කියලා කියන්නේ. What is the business environmental factor? දැන් අර ඇත්තටම මටත් එකපාරටම මේක නිකන් freshly බැලුවම මටත් එකපාරට නිකන් හිතුණා මේක foreign exchange rate එකද කියලා. Right? But they are asking in particular, okay, what is the business environmental factor? Okay. Then the environmental factor is economic environment. Okay. So this belongs to economic environment. Economic environment එකට තමයි මේක අයිති වෙන්නේ. Okay. Then suggest a substitute. Now the foreign exchange rate is that is a wrong answer. Anyway, even I felt whether it is the foreign exchange rate, but they're asking for this particular thing. Okay, business environmental factor. Okay, then it is economic environment. Okay. Then they're asking for suggest a substitute. Substitute එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Substitute එක කියන්නේ අපිට දැන් crude oil වෙනුවට ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනත් දෙයක්. Okay. Suggest a substitute to minimize the use of crude oil. So what are they? Now this here they're asking actually for one substitute. Okay. You can simply give solar panels. Okay. Solar energy. Then coal energy. Okay. Then other examples include biogas. Okay. Wind energy. And battery power. Okay. Those are the examples for the substitutes for crude oil. Solar power, biogas, LP gas, coal, battery power, wind power, likewise. So this is how the questions you get in your exam. Okay. So if you study really hard, I mean, if you study it correctly and properly, so obviously you can definitely get a 8 marks for this. Okay. Now let's say you have forgotten this. Okay, you have forgotten the theory parts of these areas. Okay, what you can do is first thing, you can go back to your note. Okay, or else you can take the support from our YouTube lessons. We already have the lessons in the YouTube where you can access them and watch them. So let me sort of like show you. 1 second, give me 1 second. So I will pause the recording and go to the YouTube channel and I will show it to you. Okay. For example, our YouTube channel is Commons Tafsila. So if you go there, you will see it here. Okay. Then you can go to playlist and you can go to your respective class session. Now here you can access it here. Okay. So you have the background of the business, all the sessions are here, right? So you can simply get the access to it. Okay. So here we have mentioned even what is inside on top of it. If you go through your mobile phone, you can see it even further better. Okay. So likewise, you can have the access and you can watch it and you can refresh your memory. Okay. So with that, we can conclude the question session, and I will we will start the class session again, and I will send you a new link for the class session. Up until then, you can complete the question and mark your marks, circle your marks every session under each question. So you can see how well you were improved over the time. Okay, පළවෙනි question එක කරද්දි මෙච්චරයි marks තිබුණේ. Likewise, you can track yourself.